Kathy Hochul has been the worst thing to happen to the city. I'm born and raised there. It has never been more unsafe. All the hotels are filled with migrants while there are still veterans on the side of the road. I pay taxes in New York. It is so offensive that my money is going to be used to house, as they say, migrants, people who illegally came into this country, over people who fought and served this country. But specifically the hotels that they've been putting them up in, it was originally for the homeless folks in lockdowns. The government was paying these hotels to house all these homeless people. They're like, it's not safe for them on the streets. And then the hotels realize it's more profitable for them to just charge the federal government for housing, for food and everything. And so then they started taking in all the illegal immigrants. And I don't know if it's related to this lawsuit, but Kristi Noem already recouped, I believe it was $49 or $59 million from FEMA that was supposed to be used for New York for illegal immigrants. They took it back. They said it's not being used properly. So I'm glad that something will change, because the city has never felt so unsafe. You've seen last year, families would pop up on every single corner. Whole new families, brand new Jordans, gold watches, gold rings, holding signs saying, I need money for my family. And it's just offensive when we're all working so hard to live well in New York. Get a job, come here legally, or else.
This Kathy Hochul thing is weird. She didn't get, correct me if I'm wrong, nobody voted for her.
The first time.
Yeah.
She didn't get
voted.
She got appointed in the first time after, was it Cuomo stepped down, and then they just, is that normal for them just to put somebody, whoever they want in?
She was lieutenant governor.
Okay.
And so when he steps down, she steps up, and then when the election happened, she won.
Yeah.
But I got to be honest, I don't think any of these people actually won elections. Like the idea that someone like Nancy Pelosi won an election, like, yeah, sorry, nice try. Nancy Pelosi's own words. She held up a glass of water and said, this glass of water would win in my or AOC's district if you put a D on it. That's right. The people in these places, they're not thinking at all. They're not thinking. You know, Allison was asking me earlier, she was like, why is anybody mad about what Elon is doing with the Doge stuff?
A lot of it's because they don't know what he's doing, and they're confused, and they're being led around by.
Well, that's what I said. I said, no one's mad about it. And she goes, yeah, I see people who are mad. I'm like, no. The people who know what Elon is doing are happy about it. Mm-hmm. And she was like, right, because I am. I'm excited. It's like, oh, he's cutting out all this garbage. The people who don't like Elon, who are standing in that, there's that viral video we have on Timcast News where they're singing, which side are you on? Those people have no idea what's going on. All they know is, you know, Emerald Man bad or whatever. I don't know. Tesla Man bad. There you go. Mars Man bad.
Congress had a Marjorie Taylor Greene led, like, I guess you would call it, where they pulled in a bunch of Doge employees or something, and they grilled them for 2 hours. And even Jasmine Crockett, who's, you know, can be vocally a little aggressive sometimes about things, was like, by the end of the talk, was like, thank you for doing this legit. We do want to get waste out of government. So I think it's hard to really be angry with what Doge is doing if you understand what Doge is doing. They're not making the final decisions. They're just displaying information for people.
The people that are most vocal about being upset with Doge, those people are committed Democrats and their ideologues, right? They're not mad because they have a substantive disagreement with getting rid of waste. Because if it was Democrats that were actually trying to get rid of waste, or Democrats, say, going after, just for an example, going after the Pentagon, right? That's something the Democrats generally are comfortable with saying. We got to cut the military. We want to have fewer wars, blah, blah, blah. If they were making these cuts to the military, they'd be perfectly fine with it. It's the Democrats say that this is a problem, and the people that are Democrat operatives and ideologically captured, those people fall in line. But it's not that the average person thinks this is a bad thing. The average person is extremely aware that there's tons of waste, tons of abuse, tons of people that are many people that are living on, you know, exorbitant salaries, that are using things like USAID to fund all sorts of BS projects to siphon money to their own personal bank accounts. I know that today I read something where Musk was going to start looking into Congress people that make like $200,000 a year, that when they start in Congress, they're worth, you know, $1 million or whatever. And then in a few years, they're worth 20 or 30 million. Specifically, Elizabeth Warren was mentioned, but I think that that's a great thing. I love the idea.
He's talking about all bureaucraats.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like, because what came up was, I think it was the one who was like in charge at USAID. I think they were like, hey, she got paid $200,000 a year and she's worth like $100 million. I don't know the exact numbers, but they were like, this administrative clerk is worth how much? 9, 10 figures off of what? Something doesn't add up. Now, the Congress thing, we actually can easily track. That's easy. You take a look at a member of Congress and you track their stock portfolio, and you're like, hey, that's really weird that that member of Congress on, like, I don't know, the Senate Intelligence Committee or whatever, just made a big investment in that Intel security company based in, insert country. And then a week later, they announce the U.S. has secured this company has secured a contract with the United States. And it's insider trading to the most extreme degree. Let me put it this way without getting too personal. If you are an individual and you are working on a contract deal, let's say a football player or something, I don't know. No, how about this? Pfizer. If you are about to get hired, let's say you're a big celebrity, and they say, we want you to endorse the brand. If you run out the door and go buy a ton of their stock and then agree to it, you're going to get in trouble. Insider trading. You knew in advance that something big was going to happen, that you were privy to access, insider access, and it's insider trading. When Congress does it, it's fine. Nobody cares. They know for a fact that they're either passing laws or making fake laws. I'll tell you how members of Congress make money. They actually will introduce a fake bill to shock the price of a company, buy it up, and then the bill fails. It gets better. They'll buy shorts. They'll short a stock, introduce a bill or sponsor a bill, or they know the bill is coming. When the bill is announced, let's say there's a company called Big Pharma, right? Someone they'll put shorts on that stock because they know a bill is about to be introduced called the Ban Big Pharma Act. It comes out, people panic, they sell, they defeat the bill, they drop their short position, they make their profit, then the bill fails and the stock bounces back up. Usually they're just buying though. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel and we will see you all there.